I have never fully watched Naruto in my entire life. Oh! At least I tried. Hey everyone, welcome to I Tried, the show where there's something that has caught my interest, I take a look at it, and say those 2 to 4 little words, at least I tried. So, yeah, after many months, I have now completed the original run of Naruto. Everything from the 220 episodes to the free movies. Unfortunately, the OVAs are not available for streaming on Funimation or Crunchyroll, which, speaking of Crunchyroll and the Funimation buyout, where the dubs for those, man? But yes, that is how I viewed Naruto. Back in the good old days when Cartoon Network aired all their episodes dubbed, and they may or may not have been slightly edited just to keep that one little thing. Like keep it at a TV PG or something, maybe a V or something like that. But at least the home video releases are all what they originally were in Japan and not butchered to death. I'm looking at you 4 kids. Anyways, a demon attacks the Hidden Leaf Village and all of its soul is trapped inside a young boy named Naruto Uzumaki, an outcast of the Hidden Leaf Village and the class clown. Unfortunately, one of his big problems is trying to perfect one of the ninjutsus that is required to graduate. And it is until one night that somebody tricked him into stealing one of the scrolls that he finds out how to do this one ninjutsu that he has a problem doing, which is the Shadow Clone Jitsu. It's pretty much a bunch of clones of you, and you can make them attack or scatter and do all these sorts of tasks. It's kind of like the mirror pool in Too Many Pinkie Pies, except you're able to control it. From there he joins Squad 7, where he meets Kakashi Sensei, a man who just loves to be late and has his time off to be pornography. Classy. But yes, Kakashi Sensei runs Squad 7, where Naruto and 2 other people, Sasuke and Sakura, are all helming together. From there, it's filling out simple grade tasks, and sometimes along the way they get to a higher grade, and then they have their battles with their enemies, and all this stuff happens. The tuning exams, you have him trying to control the Nine-Tailed Fox, and a lot of stuff that happens throughout it, which I do not give away, and that's as far as I can tell you of the basic premise of the original Naruto. I actually did like the characters. They were enjoyable. I mean, obviously, Naruto Uzumaki is just a goofball, and it's just special kinds of fun. There was Sakura, which at first I was a bit worried they weren't going to develop her much, but thankfully as the show progressed, at least she started training more and more, and is actually practicing one of the ninjutsu classes that probably not many people have tried out before. Again, keeping spoilers to a minimum. You have Sasuke, who wants to build up his strength and get revenge on his older brother for... not gonna say it. But then there's also Naruto, who wants to be the next Hokage. Or at least as it was shown in the advertisement, as in the introduction, the next head ninja. A lot of weird terminology they used in the original Cartoon Network dub. That's quite something. Other than him having the aspiring dream to be the next Hokage, he also has to control that demon that was placed inside of him. Admittedly, like I said, like if you follow me on Twitter, and I posted some progress on how I felt about the Naruto series upon the first viewings. 10 episodes, I mean, I was worried it was going to be like Dragon Ball Z with some of the battles, like all they would do is to stand there, strategize, pull off 2 punch moves, and then that'd be it, and you have to wait for the next episode, which, one thing you can be thankful for, they did not pull that off. There was one thing that kinda sorta rubbed me the wrong way, and that is the use of their sound effects. I get it, like, Naruto is supposed to be, like, all actiony, like, with some, like, comedic element to it here and there, but it's just so weird, especially when watching this show. There is some sound effects that I am extremely familiar with, and then some of them is just straight up from the Hanna-Barbera library. Seriously, like, where did they decide to pick these sound effects from? Hell, I feel like they even, like, plucked out the sound effects from, like, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I mean, one of the episodes, probably, like, either number 15 or 20, somewhere in there, there's one instance where they actually use the sound effect from where the T-1000 is just blown into smithereens. Where did they borrow those sound effects from? It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way when it came to, like, the pick of their sound effects. But at least I did finally get to that point, if you follow the YouTube short I posted, and it's rare I even do those. But I had reached the episode that I remember. Episode 101, filler episode, which I think was either before or after the events of Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow, whatever the title of that, the movie was. The one where they're trying to figure out what's under his mask, and they wind up failing to do so, and it's in the ramen shop, and my God, it feels so good to actually get that finally viewed. The one moment that made me have Naruto in the back of my mind is now out of the way. Check off the bucket list. All the characters they introduced by the time we see the tuning exams, Gaara, Rock Lee, all those guys, it's like, they definitely have personality and character, which over time, it's like, they really grew upon me over time. At first, Gaara was just like freaking scary, man. Like a character you do not want to mess with. As you can tell, I really enjoyed this show. I enjoyed this series. I enjoyed the movies. There was some of the merchandise that I saw in like places like Hot Topic, you know, and it's just like, oh, that's where it's from. I get it. Again, it's like, the only things I were familiar with back then was the banger second opening, which was, like I said, really kick-ass, and it's like something I would dance to. If I had a treadmill, that would be the one thing I would run to. This was seriously one of the few best animes I have seen recently. I mean, sure, you have the new stuff, you have the My Hero Academias, and you'd have like the short 12 to 13 slice of life animes that you'd see. I mean, Love is War, Spy Family, what have you. But the true OG bangers, outside of Bleach and Dragon Ball Z, I loved this run of Naruto. This original Naruto series. I have friends, I recommend it. It's available to view pretty much everywhere. You can look it up on Amazon or on Crunchyroll and Hulu and Netflix. At the recording of this video, Viz is coming out with like Blu-ray sets of all the episodes digitally remastered for the best in picture quality I'm not sure about the sound, but I can guarantee you they're updating the picture quality to look tremendous. I'm still, like, on the fence if I'm wanting to start Shippuden. Maybe in the future, down the line, maybe when more of the episodes of the dub came out. There's one of the informations about the Shippuden movies, the one where he's framed for a crime he didn't commit and then he's sent to this prison, whatnot. Like, that I'm interested in seeing. I'm just gonna sit back and just let the original Naruto sink in, and then once the time comes, I will watch Shippuden. And it's for free. 4 movies. I don't know why I held it free, but was it worth a try? Absolutely. Highly recommend it if you're interested in anime or want to try something out that isn't Cowboy Bebop, because that's always a good starter for people when they're interested in animes. So if you have seen Naruto and its movies, you've looked at Shippuden, maybe Boruto, actually, from what I'm told, there is no Boruto in Ba Sing Se. If you got that reference, 5 points for you. Tell me what your thoughts are down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye!